Oh, hold on, Cece. Lucas. Look at the cocks re-breaking. What happened to that horse?
The cock juice is flowing today, boys.
What's up, everybody? Magic and Aaron with RaceNews.com. We're watching the Oaklawn Handicap for the first time. This race has happened, but we are going to watch this for the first time. We don't know who won. Aaron, before we get into it, just 30 seconds, let the fans know, why is this race important? It's not a grade one, but why is it something we're taking time out of to watch?
Well, it's worth $1 million, and I think that's probably the number one reason. Listen, this is not like a field full of world beaters, but it's a solid group. It's a group that'll go on to compete in some of them grade ones, and then some of the other grade twos and grade threes that you might see on the big cards, the undercards, I should say, of races like the Derby, Belmont, Preakness, things like that. You know, and a horse like Fearless has been on the undercard of like every big prep race in Florida this year. So he kind of already has been that kind of horse. But, you know, it's filled with pretty nice horses. And it's a very competitive race, and I'm mad that I had to wait to watch this, but now I'm here and I could give you an authentic reaction.
So we both really like the horses, the favorite here, morning line and post time. 8 Fearless, 6-5. We did have a scratch of the 2 Thomas Shelby, which was your long shot pick, and a horse that we love talking about. He usually hits the board, so it's a shame that we're not going to get to see him run. He's a major pace presence. So does that affect Fearless at all going into this?
It should help him, right? I think Fearless just sit off of Plainsman. That's going to be my guess, because Plainsman was kind of the other speed. And so we kind of thought, well, Thomas Shelby will be in front of Plainsman, and then Fearless right behind of Plainsman. But now they should be 1-2 around the track if it plays out how it kind of looks on paper. And I would think that favors Fearless, but we'll see here.
All right, well, let's take a watch now here at Oaklawn Park. Going to break from the gate. There they go.
And kind of breaking a line. Look, Plainsman's probably going to go out in front here. Last Samurai, the 3 horses, going to go out there with him, it looks like. So
John Court, Dallas Stewart, always right when you're ready to count them out, that's when they show. Like
and honestly, he's Last Samurai, who's like, what is he? He's 12-1. He's getting kind of the dream trip where the 2 favorites got floated out. Now, who knows if he's good enough, but 24 basically opening half. So I mean, or opening quarter, these 3 should kind of control the race from here, you would think.
Now this is what we kind of expected with the scratch of Thomas Shelby, that Plainsman would go out, set the pace. Fearless sitting very close to him, and I'm just happy that he's back at 2 turns again, especially at Oaklawn. I know 6 furlongs. I think he's just getting warmed up. Yeah. Still sensible fractions here. Yeah, 48 and not even 48 and 2. So
I mean, if you've bet any of these top 3 horses, you're feeling pretty good. If you bet rated our superstar, you're like, wow, he's last, and he's got, you know, they're really kind of walking. It seems like one of these 3 up top should win from this point. And look, Plainsman's starting to kind of clear him and Fearless both. So here we go.
Yeah, what? It's funny. John Court started peeking back as it looked like they were starting to fade. Actually,
he's coming. The 3
he is coming, and Fearless is not.
No, and look at Superstock running a big race here. Let's see if he can finish
Arkansas Derby winner, Superstock.
This thing's wide open.
Wow, top of the stretch. Cow. Here we go. Wow, it's the Last Samurai's.
He's gone.
Holy smokes. Hold on, Last Samurai. He's got to
win. The race is for second. Holy cow. Look at him gallop out. Unbelievable.
Fearless is going to come back on him. So is he going to get second? He's going to get
Fearless
second.
Got second.
I knows. Wow. So Last Samurai wins the grade 2 Oaklawn Handicap. Yeah, right there in the winner's circle. I said it when they were going to the first turn, Aaron, right? When you count out Dallas Stewart, John Court in these races is when this happens. Okay, let's talk about it. A hell of an effort here. We didn't pick him, and a lot of the public didn't. He was 12-1. What did we miss here with him?
I couldn't tell you. I'm very shocked at what we saw here. Magic, you made 2 really good points. The first point on the turn, and the second point, you're like, John Court's looking all around like, where's the competition? It turned out it was for good reason, like because he had a ton of horse. A weird effort from Fearless. Looked like he was going to finish off the board, and then they kind of went left-handed with him late, and he kind of re-rallies for second. But nobody's beaten Last Samurai out of this field. That was ultra impressive. And look at this, John Court for Willis Horton. they just have the magic at Oaklawn Park. They win races at Oaklawn when they're not supposed to, and this was a big upset in my mind.
He did win the Poinsettia Stakes, the inaugural race for 3-year-olds, last December. Over this course beat Superstock, but again, you would think with Plainsman in here and rated our superstars, Fearless, hell, even Idol's a grade 1 winner. You would, I don't know, I get why he was 12-1 here. I wonder what would have happened with Thomas Shelby in this race, Aaron, because I'm looking at now at the chart for the race. The top 3 early, they went pretty much in a circle the whole way around. To me, the way that Fearless finished, I'm going to actually say that was more against Plainsman there. I thought that maybe Plainsman just kind of gave up a little bit at the end. Maybe Mile Nate, the touch too long for him. He did win the Razorback in the Mile in the 16th here, and then was second in the Essex. But those both Mile in the 16th races.
It's interesting because we made the comment up the backside, well, these 3 up there should control the race. And we may also made the comment, well, Last Samurai saved the ground, but you're also thinking that's not really going to matter because he's just not going to be good enough. But yeah, with your comment on Fearless, I agree. Like, congratulations, you outkicked Superstock, okay, and then you did get to Plainsman late, but he was not good in this race. He never at any point looked like he was going to win in the stretch. Now, he had great positioning, I thought, up the back stretch and on the turn, but at once Superstock kind of got past him for a second. It's like, well, the Fearless is not going to win this race, so. He just didn't. Maybe it was, 3 weeks, and he was shipping to a different track. Maybe that kind of zapped him a little bit. I don't know, but that was not a good race.
Yeah, so a little surprising. Very surprising, especially with the 12-1 there. But congratulations to John Court and Willis Horton Racing and Dallas Stewart. They always win at least one of these big races. Long Range Toddy is the one that comes to mind, winning a Kentucky Derby prep earlier. So, Aaron, final thoughts? Any of these horses? I know Fearless was kind of the one we were looking forward to. Do you scratch this off for him? I know this is now 3 times he's been at Oaklawn Park and finished second all 3 times.
Yeah, I guess, it was certainly a pretty good race from Last Samurai. I'm curious to compare times once we get off of here to the other races today to this one. Fearless, I guess, what was it? A gutty effort to get second? I don't know. I'm shocked he ran like that. I really thought he would win this race. I don't know. I don't take much out of this. It's hard to. Plainsman, he kind of is what he is. We kind of said that on the preview. It's like, well, if the race isn't very good, he'll win, but he's more like a grade 3 type or a listed stakes type. And Fearless just barely is able to beat him. So maybe he just didn't show up with his best. Last Samurai, it's hard to think he's going to win the next stakes he's in by, 5 or 6 lengths. So I don't know what to take from this race.
I think I'll take that, maybe the best older dirt male on dirt is not at Oaklawn Park in the Oaklawn Handicap, but still some fun horses, some fun horses to watch as they continue moving forward. We go to New York, to Churchill Downs. Maybe Fearless goes back to Gulfstream Park. That seems like the best spot for him. You should go over to racenews.com. We've got you covered with picks for every race, every track across the country, and at youtube.com/racingdudes. We have full coverage of the Kentucky Derby and Kentucky Oaks Trails. Aaron, we're 2 weeks away from the big races. Buddy, excited?
I'm very excited. Yes, I'm very excited. We got a lot of news that we could talk about real quick if you want to. The big thing is Taiba is only going to have 1 work between his last race and the Derby. Some people are kind of saying that's not the greatest sign. So that's an interesting thing. And then, of course, Zandon has a great work. Everybody has a great work except for Barber Road right now. He was awful. But the rest of them are like, wow, it's the greatest thing ever. So don't get confused, or not confused, but just tricked with these. Zandon had a great work. He's the one. Cyberknife had a great work. He's the one. They're all going to work great, like I said, except for Barber Road. So, this is the fun week where you get that false hype going. But the Taiba only having 1 work news is interesting. It kind of tells you the San Diego Derby maybe took a lot out of him. By the way, it should have taken a lot out of him, right? So can he rebound in time for that Kentucky Derby? Horse can get bet. So just further complicates his situation and what you think about him.
One thing's for sure, it guarantees a lot more for us to talk about on Monday over at racingdudes.com. The Magic Mike Show will be live giving a whole Kentucky Derby Q&A. So bring your comments to the chat. We will love to talk to you about the Kentucky Derby with Mike Somich and myself. He's Aaron Halterman. Leave a like, leave us a comment below what you thought about the Oaklawn Handicap, and what do you think about Taiba's one work into the Kentucky Derby. We'll see you at the track.
This has been a presentation of RacingDudes.com, your destination for all things horse racing and sports betting. Whether you want free winners, expert insider picks, up-to-the-minute trackside weather reports, or podcasts and videos for bettors of all skill levels. Never make another wager without visiting the Racing Dudes. First,